thought maybe give them a little bit longer to move over, but the grass is really looking nice. And we've had some rain. We're gonna get a few more chances of rain next week. So before the temperature changes and it's cooling off, it's been in the 80s. So before it gets too cool and our Bermuda starts growing, we figure we'll let them in here. We had dropped 2 bales a week ago and they're about a third each. And so, such is life. Let them partake of this because 7's looking really nice too. So I think they'll be here, what, about a week, week and a half, maybe, and then move them over. That'll be about another week and a half. There's 3 weeks. We're already into October. Cool seasons start coming with grasses. That'll give us a good excuse to use this up before it gets too dormant. They're a lot happier here. Hey guys, welcome back to Blackacre Ranch. Okay, buffalo have been moved over. They're really liking that. We're gonna let them chomp. And I want to give you guys a house progress. We've been working on this house. We have not been videoing this house, but we are at the point where we are officially ready for sheet metal. Oops, it's a rock. Sheet metal to go on the roof, and so we're gonna kind of get to that point. There's been a lot of miscellaneous odds and ends. So this is kind of some of the itty-bitty things we've done. If you can look at the ceiling or the roof, we have all of our horizontal purlins that have been put in. We ended it right towards the end. What we're going to do is just put sheet metal all the way up and hit this lip. I'll tell you all about that a little bit later on. We had to just do some talking with a sheet metal guy and figure out what was best. So we got all the purlins up front and back. The other thing that we did was we added this feature here. If you remember, what we've actually been doing is we're going to be putting a seat here. This is going to be the back. We're going to put a rail and they're going to come over and attach to the house. So this is going to be a nice sitting area all here. And this is going to add the rigidity. We thought, let's just put something that kind of strengthens this patio cover a little bit, but also it's just kind of a barrier, privacy, something. So we did this front and back, got that all trimmed up. And of course, the first thing the kids do is who's first to climb it, right? So that's the question. All right, now I don't know if I showed you last time. We have the front fascia board. That's a 2x8. We've got that done. Charla up behind me, you'll see, already painted it. We've got the front area, the purlins. You'll see that some of these are up higher than others. And the front of the house is the part that really bothers me, because these green boards, we got rafters or these joists that were green, meaning they had pressure treated, because they didn't sell non-pressure treated. What happened was they warped and they got nasty. So we've got that kind of gapping here. We're going to be using some sheet metal with a drip edge that has a 4-inch front face. That'll hide that a lot. In fact, we can go check some of that out. We already have unloaded some of it here in the house. So we have our transition flashings, 5 of them there, 5 here. Here's the drip edge. And this is going to have a 4-inch front and a 3-inch over. So we'll nail that down. We're going to hopefully try and get this in today. The other stuff, that's the cap, but everything else will be for a later day. All right, inside the house, guys, what have we done? If you haven't noticed, there's a wall and there's a wall here. This has defined the mud room a little bit better. So here's from the front door or the back door. You walk in, there's the garage. This will be an office right now and turn into whatever else we want later on, maybe a big bedroom. This will be mud area here with a walk-in. So we got this all done last week, last Saturday. So that is what this is going to be here. Got it all stabilized. It's all nice. I'm going to put some boards between, bracing. All right, this was up debating about whether or not to do a pony wall or to do an actual full wall, and I wanted to just do a full wall just to make sure that, one, we can drop wires down, and it provides some sort of a definition, a divide. This is going to be the dining room right here. We'll have a table, counter and cabinets maybe over there for china, stuff like that. And then of course this is going to be the kitchen. But if we kind of had this, it would act as a divide. Also, if the TV's on this far wall, this would stop the glare from the 2 windows. So I'm not sure what the dimension is. I think it's 16 or 17 feet to this wall, and there's the front door. So we're not done with all of this interior walls yet. We actually do have more to do. We've got to frame out the bathroom behind you and just put a couple other walls there, closet and stuff like that, because my dad's going to be coming down in about 3 weeks later on, and he's going to help get all this wired. So all the outlets, all the switches, we got to get the main box set up. I'll go through all those details later, but we need to get all of this stuff wrapped up. So we've actually made a lot of progress, and I'm happy about that. My hope is that we can get into this house by the end of the year, but don't hold me to that. All right, here is the sheet metal. We've got 2 different sizes, patio cover then house. It's going to be Galvalume. We've got it measured 146.5, and this other stuff is 192. And that's pretty consistent all the way up. So we're just going to be putting that up. First, we got to get the drip edge on, and then we can worry about everything else. The only catch today, I don't know if you can tell, but it's windy. So it's probably safe to get the drip edge up, but we're going to play it by ear and kind of see how many of these actual sheets we can get up. So unlike before, where I started all my stuff on the front side because it's accessible, then any mistakes that you're kind of getting worked out as you're doing stuff because it's your first time, it shows there. I'm going to start all this metal on the back side and go from there and then work forward. But this has been the progress that we've made, and it's been painted, primed, I should say, all the way around. So let's kind of start working on some of this drip edge, and I guess see how far we get, how much the wind goes. So we got the back done, and it doesn't always look super pretty, but we hide a multitude of sins with a little bit of trim work. But anyway, so we're just tacking this up with just sheetrock nails just to get them up here, because once all the sheathing comes up over, we're gonna be screwing straight down into this, and that's really what's gonna secure it. On the front, you might see a little bit of a bow. On the back, you'll see it. I think they got this angled too big. I told them to pitch, and I think they went bigger than that, and so this has a gap behind it, which is frustrating. So we'll probably come by with some of those sheet metal screws or whatever, the woods, and just pop them in every once in a while down low. But that's how we're going to kind of fix the wrinkle that might develop. But we're going to just integrate the corners, or cut the corner over here so we can slide them and overlap. And I have the overlap going on the front side here, so that way when you're looking from that direction, you don't see it, because most people aren't going to be standing in the pasture looking at the house. And if they are, then we probably know them and they should keep their mouth shut. So we're just going to put a little XL. And this bottom fat rollover will squeeze the gap here. There we go. All right, I need to go to me. And then we're going about 4 feet. They're 20-foot lengths, guys, 21 foot. Just to it, and then we just repeat and work our way down the line until we get to the next one. Okay, you're gonna have to go up and over your head. All right, well, we got all kind of done as much as we could. And that's kind of what it looks like. You don't see the seams, obviously it waves. And again, we're just gonna be putting some screws in the face of it, but looks pretty good, not too bad. So when we ordered these things, I don't know if I said it before, but we ordered, there should have been 8 21-foot length sections, and we only got apparently 7. Now, I don't know if they charged us for 8 or 7. We'll figure that part out. So we did have a little bit extra. So we tacked on this little piece right here, but that's kind of there. We have 57 inches we need right here. So we'll have to order that. Because it's been windy, next on the list here, we're gonna jump on the inside of the building and try and tackle some of these interior walls. All right, Pumpkin, we've got her. We went through and instructed her on how to lay out. We've got ourselves a door. She's marking top plate, bottom plate. We're gonna have a 36-inch door here with a 12-inch kind of stub out in case we ever wanted to put a bookcase and TV unit, I don't know, whatever we wanna do. This is gonna be the master bedroom. So she's gonna do that. Charlotte has been cutting some boards to be the studs, which we've got up and we measured up from the top. These are not gonna be load bearing, so we just kind of gave ourselves a measurement off there and subtracted 1.5 inches. And that's all there is to it. And then it's just build a wall. So once she gets all this final marking done, then we'll kind of know exactly how many studs we have, and I can give Charlotte the final verdict, and she will finish cutting a bunch of our studs. All right, Pumpkin and Charlotte are crowning the boards, and we're about ready to start nailing these suckers in, and then we'll be standing this thing up.
Okay.
Ready? Back. Okay, lift. Charlotte, you gotta come back. Come on. This guy's like, got some wiggle right there, a little more. Yeah, nice. Dog, look at sledge. Yep. Can you hit right above Pumpkin's head? Okay, come over to my knee. And over here above my head. What's that measurement?
127.5.
127.5?
Yep. 127.5. Fat half. We can come back to you a wee bit. There you go. That's good. Alright, this needs to kick in. Keep going. Okay.
That's that. All right, so we're gonna just double check this a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and anchor the bottoms and tap them into the trusses up top. But I'm just double checking these levels. Clark's gonna keep doing that, and then once we got that, we go to the ram set and get these things anchored into the concrete.
Nice.
Perfect.
Good job. Open them up. Good. Okay, here.
That echoes a lot in here. Whew, my ears are actually ringing a little bit right now. Makes me happy to smell that gunpowder. Okay, do that another
Do it
one.
again.
All the way down, push, push, there.
There.
I have to admit, I love the smell of that gunpowder. And I'm sure Pumpkin's ears are gonna be ringing more than mine, so mine are kind of healing up right now, you know. I'm like, Wolverine, fast healer. Anyway, we're gonna get this going. Smells good right here.
All right, how many water are you gonna?
Yep, you could go one more bay.
One more.
All right, once that happens, get jacks in and stuff, and then do the cripples. We're kind of not pushing that so fast. We're just trying to get these walls built up because they can always come in afterwards, another day in the morning when I'm not here and I'm at work, and kind of do those kinds of jobs. We're gonna keep pushing along, and next, we're either gonna go to the bathrooms, or else we'll stay here in the laundry room and try and get this area done.
Our measurements are lining up
Not until I'm sure we're set do I care that you measure that.
Right now we're at like 89.5-ish. And this side. 88.
Okay.
So I feel like that whole side needs to be bumped in.
Well,
the question was, when we made that the opening over there, did we purposely leave that to match up over here?
no.
Right. So we just need to
Yeah,
get whatever.
so this isn't made to match up. It was,
So we can't look at that and think that's equal.
yeah, these were built from the walls starting out there as one big run. Just like this guy was built one whole run coming back. I mean, they should be close, but I'm just gonna fine tune this a little bit. Hit it hard. There you go.
Awesome. Okay.
All right.
We're all set.
So for anybody wondering, we went and we measured the bottom and got it all set, and we're gonna worry about the top later. Now, I was mentioning that we built the walls all this direction. And so this, when this guy here, we were wondering if it should be the same as that guy over there, but it's actually not. And the reason why is we were gonna have a door right here for a double closet, and we're taking that away because we thought to have a closet here from this room to be able to have a vacuum cleaner or games or anything like that. We decided to just leave the door here to not have an extra door, anyway. And this will just be a cubby right in here. So anyway, the point I'm getting at is if you look up top, you see that says a C, that's the cripple that would have been above the door. That stud matches that stud over here. Because this would have been on layout right there. And this is just for the door that we have right here. So anyway, that's why we were confused that they weren't supposed to line up. But now we're just gonna pound the top, level it up, and then nail it all up to the trusses up top. This one's good. And at the end, so we're almost actually out of nails. You've got like 12 nails left. So we're just gonna try and tap the tops, and then we'll worry about the joints at the corners. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap that up here. He's got like one nail left to do in there, maybe two, and it's all done. Breeze just kept coming today. We couldn't get to the roof part, so hopefully this coming week we'll get into that and be able to just line this up. We've got some rainstorms coming mid next week, so about 4 days from now, and we're hoping to be able to get everything. Well, it's not going to happen, okay? It's just not going to happen. We have 50 sheets runs this way, and on the other side another 50 sheets, so that's 100 sheets. That's just going to take a while to do. So anyway, appreciate you joining along with us. We got some interior walls done, and I don't know what else we did. Drip edge, yeah. So we will catch you next time at Blackacre Ranch, guys. Keep with us as we keep this house build going all by ourselves. Not perfect, but she'll be nice. Bye.